to Cantor. David West grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Anderson. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Anderson's got 7 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team, easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league. Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And the Spurs being the defending champions out west heading into last year, but they would end up 6th in the conference with a record of 55-27. Had a record of 32-20 against the rest of the West.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. We knew the West was going to be wild and very competitive all season long last year, and the Spurs, Clark, epitomized just how crazy and tough things can be there.
Yeah, and with about 3 weeks left in the season, the Spurs were sitting in the 7th playoff spot. Then they go on a tear and win 11 games in a row to jump to number 2. Finally lose 1 game, and they're all the way back to 6.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
On the wing, Green. Leonard against Adams. Leonard kicks to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Leonard. And Durant sends it back.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Now, here's Adams. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Pass to Adams. San Antonio with the rebound. On the wing, Green. Pass to Parker. From deep. But they recover it. That will count. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Spurs up by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Nice game, great performance by Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Nice game, great performance by Kyle Anderson.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here comes San Antonio. No good on the triple. Thunder trailing by 11. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Martin comes in for Leonard. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Cantor's checked in. Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Kevin Martin. Cantor with a screen on Parker. The feed to Durant. Ibaka. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Rejected by Aldridge. From deep, Green. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime. So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, that was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Offensive rebound. Here's Durant.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what did you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Westbrook. With the shot. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Pushing it up. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now just a 4-point Spurs lead. And Parker, here we go. Ginobili outside. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Marjanovic. Back to Aldridge. Pass to Ginobili to end the drought. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Ginobili's got 5.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting it.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Spurs leading by 7. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For San Antonio, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Waiters in for Russell Westbrook. And Durant, here we go.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
"16 seconds left in the third." The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had one before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And
well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Spurs lead by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Mills out there with Martin. Then it's West. Then it's Green. And it's Anderson in at the 4. That's the San Antonio 5. Green with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And that one's good. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
It's stolen by Adams. The 3 from Mills.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Double team on Westbrook. From deep 3-point range, an absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
Morrow, the pass to Adams. Up top, Ibaka. No luck. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Dishes to Mills. Westbrook again. Screen. He kicks it to West. Stolen by Durant. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Westbrook leading the charge. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul. And the Spurs with some changes. Diaw comes in for David West. And LaMarcus Aldridge is subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Durant dishes to Adams. And he trims the lead to